What up everyone, it's Lexi and welcome to yet another Train Insane Velocidrone series. I actually hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up before we start and subscribe to this channel for more educational stuff on how to fly your drone in FPV using Velocidrone. As always, I have some information to share with you, and if you are not familiar with all of those things, please feel free to stop this video right now. Today we're going to be discussing a mix of obstacle that is actually used in drone racing pretty much often, which is Powerloop to 180 turn. If you are not familiar with how to do Powerloop or corkscrew or 180 turns, there are two videos that I've already made from Train Insane Velocidrone and tracks that you can download and train on that are listed down below in the description box, and also they will go one by one right here in the card. So if you are interested in those, feel free to click them. Now that we are done with this overlonged intro, let's go to the video. Let's start with explaining what this type of obstacle actually is and how does the track look like, because I have prepared it to make some kind of a mixed training session here. I think we are all familiar with the Powerloop, aka corkscrew as they call it in US, and we are all familiar with the 180 turn. And in this track I just want to show you the mix of both, which is used pretty often in the racing tracks. I have also added some sharp turns, so if you haven't seen this video that has been released last week, be sure to check it out, because maybe you will learn something new about how to do type of, you know, really tight turns. And there's also a split S, so there's like everything on this track. Also I have added the how is it called, the repair gate. It's just right here. You don't have to hit it, it's just there if you are destroyed or your battery is dying and stuff like this, so absolutely don't pay attention to it. It's just there because of your request, guys. Just like in the dive gate video, to which you will find the link right here and down below in the description box, I want to switch the format of this lesson a little bit. Reason being, I think showing you 3 ways of approaching this obstacle is kind of repeating myself, and I can just send you to the older videos, while I want to show you what to actually train to just master this type of an obstacle and master this track per se. So I will be describing the most common mistakes in stuff like this, and also we will discuss how to train the stuff properly and how to do it the most proper way, which I think will be much more beneficial to you. As this is more advanced tutorial, I do have to tell you that we will be using a lot of yaw, a lot of roll, and a lot of pitch. So absolutely don't worry if you kind of feel that it's getting confusing, because we're using all of the sticks, but also at the training I will show you how to actually make stuff possible with using just yaw and roll, and how to make it most efficient. For the first obstacle, I want you to go through the whole power looping and the 180 turn within one stick movement, and just making corrections with your throttle. So as you can see here, I'm holding my yaw and my roll within one set, and I'm just making corrections with my throttle. And I also want you to try to do it on the other side as well. So you can do corrections and stuff like this, it's totally okay, but I would love you to try to just do it within one movement. And I know this might be a little bit harder because it already makes you kind of change the way that you've already been used to, but try to do it. Now, here is a little flag that's absolutely there just to teach you a little bit about the sharp turns. So I hope you watched the last video for this. And here is again just 180 turn. Now what you can train is trying to go in between those gates here just to see those little arrows. And what you have to do for it is just using your yaw and your roll stick, and you can do it both ways, of course. And the more roll you will use, the closer you will get. And you can just make a little bit of corrections with your throttle. And try to do it on both sides, so to the left, to the right, and stuff like this, because this is basically the whole motion for this whole obstacle. And it works the same way. When you are getting here, you're just using again and again the same type of emotion. So here you're gonna just have it as a little power loop, just one, and here again a sharp turn. Now here we have a splitters, and if you are not familiar with the splitters, please be sure to check out another video that we have made from the Train Insane series. And all I want you to do is when you are doing the splitters that you see the top part of the gate. So you see the arrow there, just as I'm showing you right now. And it also finishes with the same range of motion. So you'll be using mostly yaw and roll. And here again, you have a little splitters. You are using the same range of motion, you are ignoring the big gate, and you just go through the thing. Now to train this, you can use those 4 gates as just a Powerloop training, or you can go to the Powerloop track that we have made already on Velocidrone and just try to do it both ways. You can also just, Powerloop this and go to the other way around and just train power loops as well as possible. And this should be also just one range of motion to which you are adding a little bit of pitch. So whenever you are going into the gate, you use roll, yaw, and a little bit of pitch just to go up, and just use throttle to kind of gain the latitude that you need. I know this mix of stuff is a lot, and you need to really work about your pre-positioning. So whenever you are getting into a new obstacle, you need to already position yourself for another one. So it's kind of like intermediate training right now. So we want to kind of combine stuff together. I think actually this might be one of the first tracks that we are doing that combines some type of the obstacles together. So I totally understand if you will be crashing all over the place, and it's totally okay. Let me show you how to go through this track properly, and be sure that you are looking at my stick input. I will go really slow for the first lap. That's all I had for you today, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up to help me make algorithm extremely happy and show this video to more people. And since we're on the topic, be sure to check out the whole playlist of Train Insane Velocidrone, which is just right here in the cards, to get as much as possible out of all the training series and everything that I'm talking about for your freestyle or racing skills, and to get them as much up as possible. Also, be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you were thinking about the mix of obstacles that we actually had in this track. Was it okay, and was the format okay for something like this? Be sure to let me know. Plus, I really want to hear if the racing season is actually up where you are, because we're currently still in lockdown and there's no chance for our racing to pick up again. Thanks for watching this video up until the end, really appreciate it, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Stay awesome. Bye! My name is Lexi Jensen, and an evil wizard has actually closed me in this YouTube video. Be sure to click a like to release me from this curse.